What's good, YouTube? As you can see by the title, today I will be bringing you my new segment on Raidraptors. And I decided to name it How to Play This Damn Deck because the deck is actually pretty straightforward after you know how to play it. But before you actually pick it up and actually read the cards and think to yourself, what can I do and how can I do this? The deck seems a little complicated then, but again, after you start reading and playing the deck becomes pretty straightforward. It's a very powerful deck, but it's pretty simple again. If played correctly, the deck will win you a lot of games just because you know how to play it, and it's actually quite scary at times. So today I will be going over the main deck staples you want to go, or the main deck staple spell traps and monsters, Ray Raptor related. On this first episode, I will be covering that. I have the monsters here, and I have the spells and traps over there. So let's get on with it, shall we? So the top row are, as you can see, there are four monsters. There's Vanishing Lanius, there's Mimicry Lanius, there's Tribute Lanius, and there's Fussy Lanius. These are the four ones that you want to be playing three ofs. And I believe this is the best ratio. Again, I've been testing the deck since January 2015, since we got Secrets of Eternity. So the deck has changed and evolved ever since, but you will want to play three of all these four, just because they all are like essential pieces to the deck. I will be going over their effects just in case you don't know what they do. Vanishing Lanius, it's a level 4 Darkwing Abyss, as most of them are. He says that once per turn, you can special summon another Ray Raptor monster from your hand. And this effect is actually not once per name, it's actually once per card. So if you happen to have all three in hand, you can just go summon, 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 summon. So summon four guys in one turn. That is not what you want to be doing though. You want to be summoning this guy and in combinations of any other of this. So keep that in mind. You don't want to spam the board unless you're going for game and you know it's game. Then you can feel free to spam it. But again, this is a deck that uses that gets a lot of resources, but you have to manage those resources wisely. You can't just put them on board and expect to win, because that will not work. So remember, managing resources is key. So Vanishing Lanius lets you summon more guys from the hand. Mimicry Lanius, it has two abilities, one on field and one in graveyard. The effect on field, it's not as useful as, I mean, it's really good, but we won't really be using it as much. It states that it increases the level of all your Ray Raptor monsters by 1. And it's not until the end phase, so if you manage to keep all your guys for 2 turns, you can make rank 6s, but we don't want to do that again. The effect that we're going to be taking advantage of is the graveyard effect, which it says during the turn that this card was sent to the graveyard, you can remove it from play and add any Ray Raptor card, spell, trap, or monster. You mainly are going to be adding the spells and traps, but I'll get to those later. So you're gonna want to play 3 of these, and it's usually the one that you send by Tribute Lanius. Tribute Lanius, it has like an Armageddon-like effects. During the turn that is normal or special summon, you can Foolish Burial or send one Ray Raptor card from your main deck to the graveyard, mainly Mimicry Lanius. These two work together perfectly because they make Xyzs or lets you set up. And his secondary effect, which is the one that most people don't seem to use just because they don't play rank out magics in their decks or quick play rank out magics, is that if he kills a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can add one rank out magic quick play. Remember, quick play spell from your deck to the hand, which is really powerful, but you can only summon Ray Raptor monsters Xyz for the rest of the turn, so keep that in mind. This is one of the better cards, and I'm so glad we got it. Yes, I do play 3 of, because this you want to open with this card. You need to see it. Mid to late game, this card becomes not as useful, but you still play 3. And you can, if you manage to get it late game, you can send another copy of it, by sending it to the graveyard with his own effect. So it's okay. Plus, Allure of Darkness is a 2, so it becomes fodder for it. So you're gonna want to play 2 to 3, but I believe 3 is the key number. And for the last 3 of is Fossilanias, which in my opinion is the best card in the deck. Well, the best monster in the deck. As I stated in my video, in my deck profile, this might not be the strongest because it has 500 attack. Might not be the most powerful because the title becomes to Sharp Lanius. But it is the best monster just because it can special summon itself and it replaces itself with another copy. So it keeps you going. A lot of people think that its restriction, it's bad, which it is. Its restriction is actually really painful at times. You're locked into summoning only Raidraptors. It's alright, at times you want to make a Castell or a Dweller or something, but it's actually, if you play the deck right, it might not be as bad as you may think. So you might consider giving Fossilanias a chance if you're not playing, because I know some people are not playing him, which is mind-blowing, honestly. So these 4 are the 3 ofs you want to be playing. For the 2 ofs, Lastrix. Lastrix is one that a lot of people play at 3. That's completely fine, honestly. But I like it at 2. Just because the Lastrix skip force combo, it's really powerful, but it's not what you want to be doing. You want to be summoning a lot of guys, making Xyz, gain an advantage, and then Lastrix for skip force for like mid to late game. It's really powerful. So as of right now, I'm playing 2, and it has 2 effects, as you didn't know. One is that you can tribute this card, special summon on Raidraptor Xyz from your extra deck in defense position. Its effects are negated, and shuffle it into the extra deck on the end phase. Your opponent takes no battle damage for the rest of the turn. Battle damage, remember that keyword. But and its other effect is if a Raidraptor battles during the damage step, if you control any spell traps in the field and or graveyard, you can special summon this card, and you will gain 100 per each. So that effect, it's kind of irrelevant. You won't really summon it like that. You will normal summon most often than not, and tribute it to make a Ultimate Falcon first turn, which is really powerful again, but it's not what you want to be doing. So as of right now, I'm playing 2. Now for one of the best monsters in the deck, actually, Sharp Lanius. Again, this probably is the most powerful monster in the deck. Just because its ability to get cards back from the graveyard, it's like amazing. Like you can switch the attack, the position of an attack position monster to defense, then attack it. Then if this card battles, you can special summon during main phase 2. By the way, you can special summon monster from the graveyard. So any of these guys are good to go, or the Xyz, so you can keep ranking up. So just the fact that he keeps like gaining you advantage from the graveyard, it's amazing. So in my opinion, this is the most powerful monster in the main deck. You can definitely play 3, but I think that's too many. 1, it is not enough. 1 is not a good number. 2 is the right number you want to be playing. This card, it's like amazing. Both effects are actually very useful, so I recommend playing 2. Now for the ones off, a lot of people like play with the ratio. Some people don't play this. Other people play 3 to 2. People play 3 to 2. I believe that playing 1 of each is the right number. Necrovulture has a very useful and unique effect out of all the Raidraptor monsters. He cannot special summon itself. He doesn't really work with other Raidraptors as well as the others do. But he has an amazing effect that you can tribute it, or you can tribute any Raidraptor on the field and target a rank up magic in the graveyard and add it to the hand. You can only special summon by the effect of rank up magics for the rest of the turn, but that doesn't really matter because you will be climbing the ladder of rank ups with this. So just the fact that he keeps you going with the rank ups is actually a very good effect. If you're not playing him, give him a chance. He will win you a lot of games. For the second one of Singing Lanius. Singing Lanius is a beautiful card. Its stats are atrocious. Its effect is kind of because it's once per turn. but just having the one-off is actually really good. So I would recommend looking into it. It states that if you control an Xyz, you can special summon it once per turn, period. It's really good. I wouldn't play 2 or 3. I have never missed the second one just because you can recycle it. So 1 is actually very solid. And Painling is one of the new toys that we got. The card is... I'm sorry. The card is amazing. It's really funny looking. Look at the color. It's so colorful. Really, really good effect. It says that you can target... I'm so sorry. You can target a Raidraptor monster you control. Special summon it. I'm so sorry. You can special summon it. This card level becomes equal to that monster, and you take damage to equal its attack or defense, whichever is lower. And this card cannot be used for a material except for a material of a Winged Beast Xyz. So it makes rank 4s because I'm only playing level 4 Raidraptors, as you can see, except for Lastrix, but he's a combo piece, so you have to sort of play it. So as you can see, you can make a bunch of rank 4s. You can make Estelle, you can make Ice Beast Seraphine, or you can make Force Strix again. This card is actually very good. You can definitely play 2, but I'm playing 1 right now. If you play 2 Painlanias, you should look into Avenge Vulture, which I don't have it out here, but it's one of the new cards. Avenge Vulture states that if you take damage that turn, you can special summon it. But you cannot special summon anything from the extra deck except for Raidraptor monsters. So it's not bad. You will make a Force Strix for it without normal summoning. So it's actually pretty cool. So that's the main deck monsters you want to be playing. Remember, 3s, mandatories, 3-0s, 2 to 3s, and 1 to 2s. So 1, 2, 3s. Let's go with the spells and traps. And remember, these are only Raidraptor spells and traps. The only Raidraptor spell I'm playing is Nest, just because it's the best one. You don't want to be playing... I guess you can play Raidraptor Call, which I don't really like it right now. The card has never been useful. I guess if you play Summer Monk in your deck, you can easily play it because it's pitch fodder, but it's not very needed. Raidraptor's Nest, on the other hand, it's amazing. It's a beautiful card. If you have 2 or more, you can add 1 from the graveyard or deck to the hand, so it keeps you going. Mid to late game, people lose to this card alone just because of the advantage that you just get. It's insane. I'm playing 2 right now. I don't think 3 is necessary and 1 is not enough. Game 2 and 3 is easily side out. So as of right now, I'm playing 2 and I don't see myself playing 1 or 3 ever. So Nest, one of the best spells and the only Raidraptor spell you want to be playing right now. If we get any more support in the future, then the deck will change. But as of right now, just 1 Nest. For the traps, I'm playing Raptors Gust and Raidraptors Readiness. I was playing 2 Gust for the longest, but now I cut it to 1 just because I don't want to go over 41 cards because the deck needs to get to its combo pieces. So Raidraptors Gust is really good to ensure that your opponent doesn't like Stoneforth you or Raigeki or any of that naughty stuff. So just the 1 comes in clutch, and it's again having the 1 protection is great. And for the second trap, Readiness, it's like one of the best, probably the best trap in the deck. Like the fact that it's a Waboku, a searchable Waboku, just think about that. Yeah, really good. Readiness, it's one of the, again, better cards in the game, honestly, just because it does so much for you. In game, this card will win you the game on its own just because you take no damage. You have a full established board, you activate it, and then you take no damage. Yeah, that's very good. I found it actually to be very broken. A lot of people get annoyed at this card, and I understand why. I would get annoyed too. So before I was thinking maybe I should play Omega to recycle it, but it's not needed. Again, I'm playing 2 Readiness and 1 Gust, 2 Nest, 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these. That's the ratio that I'm playing with right now, and I explained the main deck monsters, the main deck staples, monster spells and traps that you want to be playing, incorporating in your Raidraptor deck. As I said, this is the first episode. Next episode, I will be going over rank cap magics and in the extra deck, what you want to play and the number of monsters that you want to be playing with. Just because I feel that the extra deck is really tight on space and getting the right ratio might be key. So as I stated, thank you for watching. This has been my take on how to play Raidraptors, episode 1. If you like what you see here, stay tuned, like the video, subscribe, check my channel for more content, and again, stay tuned. Have a nice day. Alex out.